In today's current situation, I think Muslims, first of all, need to get used to being offended. The Quran has many verses about being offended. وَاصْبِرْ عَلَى مَا يَقُولُونَ. Be patient about what they say. سَتَسْمَعُوا مِنَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا أَذًى كَثِيرًا. You're going to hear from the people that were given the book before you, meaning the Jews and the Christians, and the polytheists, much odious or noxious statements. And it says to be patient and don't get angry. And so there's a lot of things about just not getting angry. The Prophet once heard somebody call him mudhammam, which means, it's the opposite of Muhammad. It means blameworthy, because Muhammad means praiseworthy. And he said, isn't it interesting how God has removed my name from their tongues when they want to curse me? And he said, they're talking about somebody named Mudhammam, and my name's Muhammad. In other words, they're not talking about me. And so those cartoons, anybody that says those cartoons were the Prophet Muhammad, as far as I'm concerned, is not a Muslim. It's a beautiful, Magritte has a beautiful picture, and it says, this is not a pipe. And it shows a picture of a pipe. Because we forget that the image is not the thing. And so if you make an image of something, it's not that thing. Those crucifixes, it's not Jesus on the cross. And so any image that's made, especially if it's a caricature, it's certainly not our Prophet. It has nothing to do with our Prophet. And then Muslims have to ask themselves, have you contributed to the drawing itself? Has your behavior contributed to the perception of this religion? So when Muslims do heinous things, unfortunately, Islam gets blamed. And with Christianity, that's not the case, because we're in a society where Christians are fully enfranchised. I know some people would debate the war on Christmas and things like that, but Christians are enfranchised. So when one Christian does a crazy thing, all the Christians aren't blamed for it. But unfortunately, we're not in a situation where Muslims are fully enfranchised in this country. So when one Muslim does a crazy thing, Islam is blamed for it. A lot of these people clearly have mental illness. The man that flew the plane into the IRS building after writing a serious political screed, he was just considered a crazy white guy. But if his name was Muhammad, that would have been a terrorist act. It's as simple as that. So, the Arabs say your preposition works and mine doesn't. Like you have different grammatical rules than I do.
Santa Clara